What do you hear? What do you say? This is VERTiiGO bringing you another video, and today we're going to be looking at the newest weapon being added to Rust, the flamethrower. We're going to find out just how effective this weapon is, what its strengths are, what its weaknesses are, when you should use it, and when you shouldn't use it. Now, because this is a flamethrower, you do not need bullets, of course, to use it. Its source of ammunition is actually low-grade fuel, which I think is a good change-up. It's good to see something different, a little bit of variety being added to Rust. Our first test is going to be testing whether or not this weapon is going to be efficient against structures, see whether or not it's going to be viable when it comes to raiding. We've got 3 walls set up, stone, wood, and metal. We're going to find out just exactly how much damage it does, if any, and whether or not you should use it when you go raiding. As you can see, the flamethrower is extremely efficient against wooden walls, and it even has a ticker going down. It's still doing damage as the wood is continuing to burn. But unfortunately, that's where the good news ends when it comes to doing structural damage, because as you can see as well, the stone and the metal walls basically untouched, no damage whatsoever. But that's only one half of the testing. The other half is against human people. Yes, the damage on this thing is quite amazing. It does a lot of damage, it blinds enemies, it slows them down when you do land shots, but its drawback is you can't fire while running, so you'll be ending up chasing people a lot if you're trying to chase people, that is. It's going to be very hard for you to kill people, but it can be done, but I wouldn't be using it for that in particular. Come back! Come back here! Burn! Burn! But in saying that, when you do eventually get someone, it is so satisfying. And not only that, but you can destroy signs pretty much at will. You tired of seeing dick pictures around Rust? Well, just give them a couple of bursts in your flamethrower, and those will be history, gone forever. But where I really think this is going to shine is going to be controlling fights. You can set fire to ground, you can set fire to buildings and structures, and really pin enemies down. I think that is where this weapon's going to shine the most. As testing shows, when you do set fire to terrain, anyone walking over it's going to receive damage, so it's a very good way to really disorient teams, break up team fights, and just, like I said, control combat. But make no mistake about it, if you get caught close to this thing, it's going to tear you a new one and absolutely destroy you. But testing has shown that in a range fight against any form of gun, you're going to lose pretty much 9 times out of 10. It is not very effective when it comes to a ranged combat situation and a one-on-one situation. It just isn't effective. So my final verdict on this weapon, as you probably guessed, I don't think it's a very efficient weapon when it comes to a one-on-one situation. Where this weapon's going to shine, in my opinion, it's going to be group fights and raids, especially against wooden bases. This weapon in a wooden base, call it a GG. It's rip for whoever's inside. This is going to destroy you. I think this is going to be basically the sheepdog of the Rust weaponry. It's going to be a weapon where you can herd people, control people, pin people down, and basically just dictate the fight. So I think it's going to be a great addition. I can't wait to see how this affects gameplay. It's going to really change things up a little bit. It's not that expensive to make, with 8 high quality metal, 250 frags, and 100 low grade fuel. And low grade fuel, when it comes to mid to late games, pretty easy to come by, so you should be able to load this up pretty much at will. So I wouldn't be surprised if you guys get your first glimpse of this weapon pretty early this coming wipe. But anyway, this is just my opinion, and this has been VERTiiGO. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and until next time, may the Force be with you, always. What the fuck's wrong with your head? Oh my god!
What are you laughing at?
Your fucking head from behind is so funny.